The Charlotte Hornets are here, baby. We are going to the playoffs this year. I am 100% convinced. We got Miles Bridges back on a very team-friendly deal, and this new front office has been cooking, apart from the Salon selection. But there is still upside with that pick as well. So we're here today to talk all about this. I love our new coach, Charles Lee. He just shut down the Spurs Summer League team. I know it's a Summer League team, but still, that was the best defense from a Hornets team in like 4 years. So very, very much to be excited about. And there is really a new direction for this Hornets team. MJ, Steve Clifford, they are gone. The new front office, the new coaching staff is in, and they're here to change things. Last year, we were 28th in points per game, 28th in offensive rating, 22nd in opponents' points per game, 29th in defensive rating, and had the worst net rating in the NBA, losing games by an average of 10.5 points, and that includes the wins. So this, that is terrible, but we got Miles Bridges extended. We have our starting five solidified, or 4 of our starting 5 solidified. 3 years, $75 million deal, and I love Miles Bridges alongside LaMelo Ball, alongside Brandon Miller, because he provides that interior scoring punch with 21 points a game, 7.3 rebounds, 3.3 assists, and 1 steal. And I think he's probably going to play the small forward spot. We got Melo at point, Brandon Miller at 2, Miles Bridges at the 3, and then I don't know who our power forward will be, but we got Mark at the 5. He shot 46% from the field and about 35% from 3, so I'd love to see that 3-point percentage go up. Nonetheless, very, very good numbers for Miles Bridges last year, and a great fit alongside LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. Speaking of LaMelo Ball, he needs to get healthy. He and Mark Williams were both very unhealthy last year. LaMelo missed 60 games. People forget how good LaMelo Ball is, and I gotta remind you right here. So for the next 4 minutes, that's what we're gonna be talking about. LaMelo Ball averaged 24 points per game, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1.8 steals per game last year. But like I said, he only played 22 games, so he was very inconsistent, and it's hard to keep your efficiency up when you're that inconsistent. However, he went on a 9-game stretch where he was on an absolute tear from November 5th to November 22nd, where he averaged 32.2 points per game in 37 minutes a night. And that includes this game against the eventual NBA champion Boston Celtics, where he put 36, 9, 8, and a dub in overtime on their head. The Celtics only lost 21 games last year, including the playoffs. I believe 21, right? And the Hornets were one of them. The Charlotte Hornets, baby, give us that NBA championship. But LaMelo Ball is so good. He is such a good passer, especially in transition. He is absolutely electric, which is why I like Salon and Miles Bridges alongside of him. There could be some really, really highlight reel worthy plays coming out of Charlotte here over the next few years. His floater game is elite, and if his jump shot is going in, it's nearly unstoppable because he's got such a quick release. Very unorthodox release, but it is extremely quick, and he's got a lot of reps in with it, so I don't think they should change it. I like it a lot. Like we said, elite passer, electric in transition, and he is the Charlotte Hornets centerpiece. People forget this because he plays like 25 games a year. But if we can get his ankle right, we've got a new athletic trainer coming in, new sports medicine guys. We should be good. If we get his ankle right, I mean, he is cooking. The best team in the NBA right now. Brought us all the way back from a 20-point deficit. And this is what I really like about LaMelo. His slithering ability. And what I mean by this is how he comes off of Mark Williams' butt and just slithers around through the paint, shakes off Drew Holiday, and gets in there for the right-handed finish and 1 over Jaylen Brown. Once again, slithering around in the paint. Kristaps is in drop coverage, fakes the floater, passes in to Mark Williams, and Mark Williams dunks it. Mark Williams is going to feast off of that this year as long as he stays healthy as well. If we get a full season out of Melo and Mark, we will be a playoff team. Mark my words. And then here he is getting straight downhill to the rim. The Celtics had no answer, and this is what excites me because LaMelo Ball at 6'7", he is really tough to stop right here. He's got that little floater down pat in the mid-range where Jaylen Brown is in trail coverage. Kristaps Porzingis is dropping. Brandon Miller's going to clear out, and he just knocks down that floater right over the 7'2" Kristaps Porzingis, who, by the way, has a 7'6" wingspan, and then just dropping Drew Holiday with the outstretched left hand. He's ambidextrous with his finishes. Today's video is sponsored by Bounce AI. Bounce AI is the newest and only basketball AI buddy. If you're an NBA fan, this is a must-have. You can literally see all of the new breaking NBA news as you see, and then you can react to it and talk to your AI buddy about it, like I did here with the Miles Bridges signing. I really like the Miles Bridges signing. I thought, hey, Hornets winning it all. I send that out to the AI, and the AI didn't really like it that much. But this is a really, really nice interactive tool you can have if you are an NBA fan. Really an all-in-one spot for your NBA news. And the best part is, it is completely free. So head on over. All you have to do is go to the App Store, type in bounce.ai, and then it is a completely free app, free for you to download, no charge whatsoever. Go ahead, go check it out. Link in the description. Now back to the video. During that stretch, LaMelo also averaged 8.7 assists per game, 6.7 rebounds on 49% shooting from the field, 44% from three, while taking 10.4 attempts per game. Crazy stuff. But LaMelo, he is our best player. He is, without a doubt, the franchise player, and I think he is going to prove some people wrong once he plays his full season, his first full season in quite some time. Yes, his career splits have been down, but once again, like I said, it's hard to sustain efficiency when you're inconsistent. Now, Mark Williams averaged 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks in his short 19-game season last year. However, he put up 4 more points per game than the season before and 3 more rebounds per game while shooting 65% from the field, and he only played 26 minutes a night. From November 4th to November 30th, the stretch where he was the most active, he averaged 14.2 points per game, 11 rebounds on 65% shooting from the field, and also averaged a block a game. He is a franchise piece, and I was convinced of it after this game versus Washington, where he put up 21 points, 24 rebounds, and 15 offensive rebounds in just 29 minutes in the in-season tournament. Crazy stuff by Mark Williams right there. With that being said, let's take a break here. Make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying today's video at any point. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so if that is you, go ahead and fix that right now. And with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on looking at the franchise guy himself, Brandon Miller. Now, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges are all franchise pieces, but I think at the end of the day, our franchise guy is going to be Brandon Miller right here, who in his rookie year averaged 17.3 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 2.4 assists on 44% shooting from the field, 37% from three. His archetype as a 6'7" wing that can score in every single facet of the game is so valuable. He was a Team USA selection, I guess you should say, and then he's really, really good. And hopefully, like we said, we were mad when we picked Brandon Miller over Scoot Henderson. Hopefully we're wrong 2 years in a row with the Salon pick, because in the draft, the only part of the offseason that I haven't liked, I loved Josh Green, getting him for free, basically, and 2 second-round picks after the Reggie Jackson and the Devontae Graham moves. But drafting Salon 6th overall, he's 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. So like I said, I see the direction that they're going. They also made a very, very good second-round pick in KJ Simpson, who we will probably be talking about for a long time on this channel because he's going to be a really, really good backup point guard. But I see the direction they're trying to go with all these long, athletic wings alongside LaMelo Ball and Mark Williams. Looking at what he does, he's got solid three-point mechanics, very high release point because he's obviously 6'10", but he's just very, very raw. He's only shot 32% from three over the course of his professional career. Now, he is about the same as Reza Shea, I will say, who was the number 1 overall pick, and he will need a lot of work because he's nowhere near as fluent as Reza Shea, but he's a great cutter and he has a very, very high motor, which were 2 things that the Hornets were really looking for, especially the motor part, because he's going to fit in perfectly alongside LaMelo Ball, running the break, running in transition, and getting dunks over people because he's got great raw athleticism, very fast, and has got good finishing ability. Really finishes at the rim a lot of times, and I say high-level finisher, meaning that he finishes at a high level. Not like he's really good at finishing, he just finishes above the rim. Pause, a lot of finishing in there. Need to control that. But on your head right there, take it out of bounds. Insane ceiling for sure for Salon. Now, he only averaged 9.7 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal a night. But still, the potential is obviously there with a 6'10" guy that can, he has those shooting mechanics. He has had games where he makes a lot of threes. Only 41% from the field, 32% from three, but still, really, am hopeful for Salon's future. If he turns into Michael K. Gilchrist, I'm a crash out, but he has defensive upside, and hopefully long-term he can be a piece for the Charlotte Hornets. But I am very excited for Charlotte next year, and you probably should be too. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to like button and leave me a comment down below as it really puts out in the YouTube algorithm. aiming for about 200 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.